Hi, welcome back to Cooking with Mrs. Thompson. I'm Karen Thompson, a former food service dietitian director, retired family super science teacher, and cook. Join me today as we head to Lebanon, kind of. We're going to be making tabouli two different ways. Talk about the traditional way and a way maybe to get your kids and me to eat vegetables. So to do this, we're going to use all kinds of wonderful fresh ingredients. I've got tomatoes, parsley, green onions or scallions, lemons. These are not negotiable. Please use real lemon. We're going to need garlic. Some recipes call for cucumbers, some don't. So I've got 3 Persian cucumbers. Typically, when I was growing up, we did not use cucumbers in it, but I have them, so we're going to use them. For the traditional way, you're going to need some tabouli wheat or cracked wheat. This was all they had at my grocery store. It comes with a seasoning packet that you don't have to use. In fact, I'd recommend that you don't if you want to make the more traditional tabouli. Now, I promised you a more vegetable way. We're going to be using, in place of the bulgur wheat, cauliflower. Cauliflower. And it will taste fabulous. This is not traditional, but what a great way to get more vegetables in. I've been doing this for several years now, and it is wonderful. So let's get started. The easiest way to prepare the cauliflower is in a food processor. I fitted this with the blade attachment. You can see I've taken the cauliflower off of the big stem, and all I'm going to do is take my knife and I cut about most of the way into the floret and then break it apart. And that way I don't end up with quite as many of the little white bits everywhere. I'm just going to put this into the food processor in small batches. You don't want to do the entire thing at once. It won't process evenly. And then I'm just going to pulse it until it is a very small piece. So here's my first batch. It still has some big pieces. I don't want to put those into my salad, so I'm just going to repulse those. I'm going to take this out and put it into a large bowl and continue on with the rest of my cauliflower. My cauliflower is all processed, and I want you to see how fine it is. Now, I've got it to really just about the same uh, texture as the tabouli or the cracked wheat would be. Now, since the food processor is already well used, we're going to use it for the parsley as well. So I've got 2 bunches of parsley that have been well rinsed. And I am just going to put them, I'm going to give them a rough chop. And I'm going to put this and process that. And it's going to go right into the bowl with the cauliflower. So here's what we have so far. 1 really large head of cauliflower finely minced and 2 bunches of, this is flat Italian parsley. The curly works as well. Again, finely chopped. If you were going to use bulgur wheat, you would obviously not have used the cauliflower. And to use bulgur, you take it and you soak it in boiling water for about 10 minutes. Pour the water onto the bulgur wheat, let it soak for 10 minutes, and then drain it through a sieve. And then you would put it in the bowl, allow it to cool, and you would add your parsley. Again, about 2 bunches of parsley for every cup of the dried wheat that you're using. So either one of these recipes works really well. This one happens to be gluten-free and good. So I'm just gonna, give it a little stir so you can see. I've got, like I said, 3 Persian cucumbers. I want them finely diced, not as fine as the bulgur, but I want maybe a 1/4 inch dice for those. Cucumbers into the bowl. We're going to finish chopping. I've got green onions and tomatoes into the bowl. Green onions into the bowl. Can you see why I use a big cutting board? I have vegetables everywhere. I have 5 vine ripened tomatoes, hothouse tomatoes that I'm going to chop, about that 3/8 inch dice. 3/8 inch dice. They're going to go into the bowl as well. All the salad ingredients are prepared and in my big mixing bowl. It's looking so good. Now let's make the dressing. Before we do that, I want you to taste 1 tomato. We're going to taste it for a little bit of sweetness and how strong of a flavor it is. Are these tomatoes like the ones you get out of your garden in the middle of summer, or are they like the winter tomatoes without a whole lot of flavor that tend to be a little bit sour? Mine are pretty good. Not quite as sweet as summer tomatoes. So I will be putting 1 teaspoon, not a tablespoon, 1 teaspoon of sugar into my dressing because I'm using lemons and they can be really, really tart. And I don't have any sweetness. I don't have enough sweetness from my tomatoes to offset this. These are big, huge lemons. Hopefully they're going to have a lot of juice in them. If you're using smaller lemons, obviously you want more. So I'm going to juice these lemons. Before I juice my second lemon, I'm going to zest it. And it smells heavenly. My lemons are juiced. I got right at 2/3 of a cup of fresh lemon juice. Remember I said that's not negotiable. Please use fresh lemon juice. Do not use that reconstituted stuff that comes in a squeezy bottle or a bottle. Do the real thing. You will not be sorry. That other stuff just totally wrecks it. Use fresh lemon juice. I'm going to grate 2 cloves of garlic into the lemon juice. 2 more ingredients. My 1 teaspoon of sugar. Again, if your tomatoes are super sweet, leave this one out. But I'm just going to put a teaspoon of sugar. Just a bit. Give that a stir. And last but not least, olive oil. I'm going to use about 1/2 cup of olive oil in here. This is a pretty high quality olive oil. And that is our dressing. I'm going to combine that real well and pour it on the salad. Give it a stir, and that's it. Tabouli. Doesn't that look like a giant bowl of deliciousness and health? But oh my gosh, let's taste it. Doesn't that look good? This is so good. I don't know why I don't make it more often. I mean, I will eat vegetables, but this one is really, really good. I think your family is really going to like it. Please remember to like, share, follow, leave a comment. Let me know where you want to go next. And you guys, I'm on Facebook, YouTube. Those are my 2 primaries right now. I have TikTok and Instagram, but I'm still trying to figure those out. And I also have a website, cookingwithmrs.thompson.com. However, nothing's on it yet. I'm getting there. You guys have a great day. Thanks.